We're joined today on MSUEagles.com by the newest head coach here at Morehead State, Mike McGuire. And Mike takes over the baseball program here at Morehead State. And Coach, just talk a little bit about your excitement level as you take over the baseball program here and what you and your staff will be looking to do to take this program again to the next level.
Well, very excited to be here. Very thankful for the opportunity. Thankful for the opportunity Brian Hutchinson and Dr. Andrews have given me. I think I've got a vision for the baseball program. I want to build a program that's going to regularly compete for OVC championships and be a regular participant in postseason play, NCAA postseason play. And for that to happen, we've got to get after it. We've got to recruit, we've got to develop players, and I'm very excited about this opportunity. I got my start in coaching here way back in 1995, 96. Had the opportunity to get my master's here, and in a lot of ways, it's kind of coming home. I've had a lot of stops in between, a lot of experience that has helped prepare me for this opportunity, and I'm looking forward to getting to work.
You coming from Lewisburg College in North Carolina, where you led that Hurricane program to school records, 52 wins last season. But talk a little bit about, you've also coached, made 2 stops at Winthrop University, highly successful program down there, and also at Lander University in South Carolina. So just talk a little bit about, you've kind of coached at all levels. So what experiences have you taken from kind of all levels, from junior college level to Division I to other divisions that you can, will take into this program here at Morehead State?
Well, I think as a head coach, especially as a head coach at the mid-major level, you have to wear so many different hats. There's so much involved, more so than just writing out the lineup. And I think that my background has helped prepare me for that. I've been a Division II head coach. I've been a junior college head coach. And I've been a recruiting coordinator most of my coaching career at the Division I level. And each of those jobs and situations were different. At the junior college level, not only are you coaching the team, but you're also coaching the JV team. You're your academic advisor for your kids, helping make sure that they're on pace so they can move on to a 4-year school when they're done. You've got all the kids in the dorms. One of your coaches is the RA in the dorms. So there's a lot of different things at that level. Division II level, certainly fundraising is a huge part of building your program, not only there as well as junior college. And I've got a lot of experience in those areas. And in order to build a national caliber program, I don't care what level, you have to have funding, and you have to build in your program some areas that maybe you're lacking. And certainly fundraising is an area that is going to be crucial here as well.
You said, you mentioned that you did get your start here at Morehead State back in the mid-90s under Coach Frank Spanuel. And going back, what do you think in the game of baseball and just the general recruiting and all aspects of the game, what changes have you seen since you got your start in coaching here as an assistant back in the mid-90s? And what parts of the game are better? What parts are different? What have you seen, and how has coaching a team changed?
Well, I think that certainly today, the bats changed a few years ago, and that's changed college baseball dramatically, and in my opinion, for the better. Now, maybe they went a little too far, a little too extreme with the bats, but it was getting to the point where the games were too offensive, and now it's put even more of a premium on pitching. And I think the pitching has helped. The bats have helped the mid-major. You go out and you pitch well and you play defense, you can beat anybody. Whereas that used to be a lot more difficult 5 years ago. And so I think that's one of the biggest change. Obviously, with today's kids, they're different. They're a lot more media savvy than they were back when I got my start. And obviously we hadn't heard of Twitter and Facebook and all those things. So that's changed, dealing with today's kids. But I think that's an area that I've always related well with my players and have good interactions with my players and communicate well with them.
Mike McGuire joining us here on MSUEagles.com today, the new head baseball coach here at Morehead State. And Coach, as you mentioned your vision for this program, you look at last year's team, and the program itself made a big improvement, back over 500 last year with 28 wins, and made the OVC tournament. And A lot of those pieces are slated to come back, but what kind of, if you kind of outline your vision and what you see, and what will you be able to take from the improvements that they have made and improve even more here at MSU?
Well, it sounds like we certainly have a strong nucleus returning, with which to build with. And certainly, here late this summer, I hope to add a few parts that will be good additions to the program as well. And then, going forward, is just, recruiting quality student athletes, continuing to get better. I think, every time every recruiting class you hope is a little better than the next. Certainly the success that Jay and the program had this past year should help recruiting going forward. And if we can build off that success and continue to get better each and every year, recruiting will get easier. And, I want kids to know about Morehead State University and know about our baseball program. I want other people to say, man, Morehead State baseball, their coaches are everywhere. They're out on the road recruiting, and I want us to be a factor, on the college baseball scene.
You played collegiately at Akron, beginning your career at Akron, and then finished up at South Carolina, which is a very prominent baseball program. What do you take from your collegiate days and playing? What did you take from that into your career as a coach?
Well, I learned, after playing 2 years at South Carolina, we participated in NCAA postseason play both years, and I can still remember, how exciting those games were in NCAA play. And there's nothing quite like playing NCAA regional other than playing in the World Series, obviously. So, and for me as a coach, I've had the opportunity to coach in some NCAA regionals as well, and that's as close to playing in them as you can get that same enjoyment and excitement, where your hair's standing on your arms, when you take the field. And as a coach, I want to bring that to this program. I want to see this program, participate in that NCAA regional, and my players feel the excitement that when you take the field, they're on the road in front of 4,000 people, with all the adrenaline in the air.
Coach, congrats on the new position. We look forward to seeing the success that you'll bring to this MSU baseball program, and we will talk with you throughout the off season and again during the 2013 season. Again, thank you very much, Coach.
Thank you very much.